Hey, everybody!
We're back!
We're back. Jazz hands.
Oh, look at, there's my, I can't do jazz hands with that. Just shared. Well, this one does jazz hands, but this one, that's as quick as it goes.
Is it a bit unco?
I don't know. If anybody knows why your left hand doesn't move as fast as your right,
Mine does. Hello.
Well, it's maybe a neurological. Maybe I do have something not right with me. I don't know. Hello. We're not cooking today.
We're not cooking. Well, I'm cooking in the sun.
We're cooking up a storm. We're cooking up thoughts, ideas. We will cook later, though, for all of you wanting some more recipes. Don't worry. We'll get there.
But we've just come off the back end of a beautiful weekend, haven't we? We got to
Hi
spend...
to Neil.
Hi to Neil.
Yes.
And you were up on the Gold Coast, but I held the fort here in Albury.
She held the fort for Albury.
Yeah.
We love that. I was missing being here with you.
Oh, I missed you too.
If anybody didn't see the picture of Christine picking my nose when I was on camera, that was a real classic. It really made my day when I got that message.
Career.
She's like, miss you. Thanks, my friend. That's when I know I've made it. Christine Drummond's picking my nose. That's big.
It is big. It's big, and it's tradition that I like to uphold for all the speakers that I zoom in with.
Oh my gosh.
But anyway,
yeah,
focus.
we digress.
Yes.
Yes.
Once again. We wanted to come on here today to share a little bit. Who's saying something there? I saw that. Actually,
I know, it's fun.
Whoever's watching us today, we would love you to take a selfie of maybe you picking our noses.
And you can, could you selfie yourself next to us? No, they're probably on their phones.
Yeah,
It doesn't
true. It's
work.
not going to work.
Sorry.
Oh no, they could still screenshot it. You know.
Anyways, see what you can do. We'll
See what you can come up with.
Oh, your mom's there. Hi, Wendy. We might have a prize for you if you do that, just to promote a bit of fun and entertainment. We did a lot of fun
Yeah.
and entertaining on the weekend, which
We
was
did.
really nice.
We did lots. Yeah, we did a stretch limo tour, which was pretty cool.
Looked amazing.
Yeah.
I did a limbo contest. And just want to say, this 40-year-old gave those youngsters a little bit of I almost put my back out so badly it was not funny.
I saw
But
your style though. Very good. That's good.
Pretty.
Yeah.
And thank goodness for the long skirt too. Like, just saying, there's a lot going on in a limbo contest. Ladies, if you're going to do a limbo contest, let me just say to you, longer is better. We're digressing again.
My mind just went straight to the gutter there.
I
But
know.
anyway,
Well, it
pull-
should have.
pull
It was
back,
a
pull
lot.
back.
There was a lot happening in some instances, but we love everybody, and I love that people. You know what came across on the weekend? Even you here, like I know Lo was in Canada, but it was like that fun and connection, like being able to be silly and not always take yourself seriously. Like, I think that's what I really love about our business. Like, we're business women. Don't get us wrong. I know people see us and think, you two do nothing.
How are they running a business?
How could they? So just so you know, anybody could run a business. But we do it having fun and in flow. And I think that's the key. And I know so many people, I like being in a room, and I'm really sorry if you can't be in a room, because I spoke to my mom yesterday and she was like, I just can't believe you're all together. Like, I can't believe that can happen. So I hope that can happen for everybody soon. But, it's just being able to be silly, but also be serious and kind of just have that really good balance of both. And that connection of like so many people, joining in and just having a crack.
Yeah.
No matter what, no matter what. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
and I think being inspired as well. Like, so many people out there are in negative environments, in jobs that don't fulfill them, underpaid, underappreciated, undervalued, and to come together, like all people from all different walks of life, different things going on in their background, coming together for some fun and inspiration. And here in Albury we had 23 beautiful souls, all women, sisterhood. I can see Vanessa. Hey Vanessa, she was here on the weekend. And it was just the most amazing time. And we had quite a few Melbourne people come up because they've been in lockdown a few times now, so it was great for them. They felt so free not having to wear their masks.
I know,
They
beauty,
have to wear it here.
beauty.
But yeah, we just wanted to share what we love about what we do, because we see a lot of people are suffering right now. There's a lot of people that, is that someone trying to come in?
Oh.
Nisso's pressed the wrong button. Hey,
let us know if you want to
Vanessa.
join in. You can totally join in. We don't know what will happen, but
Yeah. But I suppose for me, like, it all started for me 8 years ago when I was a stay-at-home mum, and I'd lost my financial independence because I wasn't working anymore. And for me, being an independent woman my whole life, up to the point of having kids, you know, and then having to rely on my partner for everything, like to get hair done. Even I had to ask him for money to buy his birthday present one day, and that's where I felt like the biggest loser. I had so much shame and guilt and embarrassment around it because I didn't have my own me money. So if I wanted to go out with the girls, I had to ask him, babe, can I have like 10, 20 bucks? You know, and that was embarrassing. It was a real low point, and I felt really broke and broken. And I know that there must be other women out there who are feeling the same right now, especially with the way the world is. And, you know, this community, this opportunity saved me. You know, it allowed me to, you know, get my financial independence back, but not have it interfere with my family life, because I always wanted to be that positive, present parent. And it sounds nice and fluffy until you're in the thick of it. And then you're kind of like, where'd that positive mum go?
that positive. I was gonna say, I don't know that we're not always great. We're
not always great.
We
I'm
try. I know we are.
As
We're
I get
working.
older, I think it's getting easier.
It's
isn't it?
getting
I don't
better.
know.
We're learning. That's the other thing about this business, though, is that it's transferable skills across. Like, there's so much personal learning and growth that happens that it transfers to all walks of your life. Like, I was talking to somebody and it was to do with me being a mom, and you know, in those mornings, I know I've put it out there before, like when maybe I don't approach life the best that I could, and maybe I do raise my voice, and I feel very badly about that. But I have learned skills, and like the books that I've been, you know, recommended and things like that. It's like how to hone into your patience, and how to hone into that calm that you can do, and how to just show up differently. And I, you know, and it is a work in progress. Like because I do want to be, you know, like when you say that, that's who I want to be for my kids, but I also know I am not that. And for me, it wasn't financial independence, because I had no problem asking Trav for money. I'm raising children. I feel like I should get paid more than anybody, just quietly out there. So I didn't have that problem. But with work, going back to teaching, I felt so torn about what life was going to look like for us. And like, I love teaching, and I work with I still say I work because they're still some of my best friends. But the job wasn't lighting me up anymore. And it was like I was feeling stressed. I was feeling stressed about having to go to work. I was feeling stressed about this. And it was like this weird pattern of like just work, kids. And I wasn't even back at work. But, you know, like I was like, all I could think about was the drone of what life was going to look like. And that broke me. Because I was like, well, where are we going to enjoy this? And yeah, we had a really sad experience over the last couple of weeks where we did lose one of my best friends' dad to cancer. And he really was the catalyst for me to take this business seriously, because when he was diagnosed, it was like their whole life changed. And I was like, I don't want in 30, I say 60, I still think I'm 20. I am, right? Like, I don't want in 30 years' time for us to work so hard, you know, do all the right things, and then not get to enjoy life. Like, that's where I was. I was just wanting a little bit of enjoyment back in my life. I wanted some passion back in my life. I wanted to be inspired. And I have still an amazing network of people around me, but what I didn't know is I didn't have the people that wanted the same thing. Like, I didn't have my Christine, you know, and the rest of the posse that is like just wanting and dreaming of more. I really felt like I was alone in dreaming for more and silly. I was like, yeah, I have this amazing job that, you know, is secure. It pays really well. Like, I was in a leadership position. It was all the things that people work their butts off to get to. You know, we could travel, we could do all those things, but I just wanted more. And it was crazy because it broke all the social barriers. But it was like when I could find people that also wanted more, and that just, you know, and whether I love that people don't do this necessarily. Like I loved hearing Fee on the weekend. Like it doesn't have to be a full-time thing, but it can just be that passion. It can be community for people. It can be allowing yourself to dream and learn and kind of push yourself a little bit more. Or it can be like for us, just this is where we want to be, right? Like we want flexibility. We want to not be on somebody else's clock. So this is where we show up.
Yeah. And I think it comes down to fulfillment. You know, we're aligned with an incredible whole food product.
Yes.
And we get to change the quality of people's lives through that product.
Yeah.
And that honestly is the shortcut to fulfillment. When you're making a difference in someone else's life and it's not about you anymore, your problems seem so minimal. They just don't even appear. Because it's all about other people now. And we know there's lots of other bleeding hearts out there, women out there that haven't felt fulfilled for a very long time, haven't felt happy for a very long time. And we're reaching out to you to say, you know what if this could be the thing that allows you to be surrounded by amazing, uplifting, inspiring women, but also allows you to find yourself again. How many times did we hear that on the weekend where, you know, women had lost that fun-loving girl that they used to be. They've lost their identity becoming a mom, and then the whole seriousness of life takes over, and we forget to unleash that inner child sometimes. So imagine just hanging around tossers like Anna every day and just having a good time, you know. And
imagine doing the limbo again. I have not done the limbo probably in 20 years, and my back sure knew about it, just saying. But, you know, like it is finding that enjoyment again and not just believing.
But what do you say to people that go, oh, but I don't want to do network marketing?
Yeah, I didn't want to do.
What do you say to those people?
Yeah, me neither. 100%. I was never doing that thing or being in network marketing. I was never a part. I was like, that is a ridiculous industry. Those people have lost their minds.
It's a cult.
It's so, I don't even know if it was a cult. I was like, they just are full of crap. Just, you know, like I really did. I was like that person. A very good friend of mine, Tiggs, if you're watching, I'm sorry because I love you. And she's done incredibly well in the industry. And I watched her and I was like, it's not for me. But what was for me was that morning when I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I wasn't looking after myself. So the fact that we had a way, this is what I love about our company, our business, is that we have a way to look after our health first, actually. And I don't know, that many of us moms are not looking after ourselves at all. We are not giving ourselves the love that we needed. And I certainly wasn't. My health was deteriorating. It was awful. And, you know, I was just looking after everybody else. So I love that. The hope came to me when I was like, whoa, I could help people be healthy, which has always been a huge value of mine, health. Be healthy and, you know, in turn, I think happy. Like if we're healthy, we're happier. And then we also can earn an income if you want, you know, like that's only part of it. I think where network marketing maybe scares people is they're like, she's going to try and rope me in. No. There's a good chance I'm going to ask you because I love this business. I think it's incredible. I think it empowers people to be better, do better, feel better, and have more fun. And I don't know anybody that doesn't want that. So, you know, when people ask you about it, it's because we truly, truly think that it's an awesome way. It's like we want more people that we love around us to feel what we do. It's a lifestyle, right? Yeah. So that's where it comes from. But it's like, I was never doing this industry. I didn't know it. But now that I know it, it's bloody smart. Yeah. It makes sense. It allows anybody to succeed. You do have to work. Is it easy? Shit, no. Did I know how to run a business? Definitely not. But I have people around me, amazing superstars that, you know, will help every step of the way. And it's a community. Like that's where network marketing beats everything, is that you don't do business on yourself. You could start a franchise tomorrow, run a juice bar, do something, be thousands of dollars in debt, do a training and then be left on your own to run it, you know, kind of you're like a satellite in the thing. Whereas this, we get to do it together. We get to be around people. Adele, I love you. Like you get to meet some of the coolest people and have the best relationships, you know, and do it at your own pace.
Actually, we've got a celebrity on watching right now, Miss Kelly Ray. Ooh. Kelly Ray is an Australian gold medalist in lawn bowls. I know, stop it.
I want to do that.
But
how do I train?
Our paths, like Kelly's a beautiful, beautiful soul, but our paths would never have crossed had it not been for this amazing profession.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I'm a bit of a professional friend collector.
Yeah.
I collect friends all the time. And a lot of you know this, once you come into my life, it's very hard to get rid of me.
No, I've tried to kick her for a while
I just
now.
love people. I love people. I do. Well, what do you say to the people that go, oh, but Anna, I can't do what you do.
Yeah.
I don't have the time to do all that.
Yeah, me neither. Seriously. Yeah, you don't need any time. That's the beauty of this business, is that I think people, if you think about how much time we scroll on, and I don't scroll anymore because that does my head in, but how much time we are on the internet, on social media, scrolling mindlessly. So it's a hard habit to break, right? That's where people get caught up. But I know that people can do this business in a half hour.
Free bowls coaching for us. That's
yes,
what Kelly said.
Kelly!
You get free bowls coaching.
Oh my gosh, what if I could be a gold medalist? It's been a dream of mine, but I feel like I've hit 40. It's really hard to be gold medalist now. I don't know.
No, that's when the bowlers start.
I know, I could still be in. This is my sport.
No, I've seen you throw that wooden thing. What's that
Yeah.
wooden thing?
Finska.
No. I think bowling's out, Kel.
It's a bit hurtful, everyone. I
seen her
actually
play
think I
Finska.
beat her.
I don't think
Didn't
so.
I beat her?
I don't think so. No.
Anyways,
Sorry, I took you off
you
track.
totally did. What was I talking
Timing.
about?
We're talking about timing.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of time. I got to listen to a young girl. She was 27 years old, and she did this business around full-time schooling, like getting her master's degree, would, do an hour in the morning before she went to school, would do an hour in the evening. And as she wanted to build, slowly, well, she finished her degree, and then she was like, my degree is not going to do what this can do for me, so I'm going to work in this business, which I think is very interesting. But she had the choice to just, do her schooling. But you just don't need a lot of time, do you?
You don't. And someone actually said it to me on Sunday. They said, Christine, I can't do it because you're on social media so much. But I actually showed her, you know how you can see how much time you're on Facebook? It was less than 30 minutes a day. Like, I don't scroll. I get on, I do what I need to do, and I'm off.
Yeah.
And all my business is built through conversations, and if you've only got 15 minutes a day, we can show you how to rock this. But what I love about it is we're all on social media, right? But are you getting paid to be on social media? Like, why not be paid for changing people's lives, for being on social media online, which is the way the world's going. We're in the technological age. Everything's moving to online. And if you're not, then you're going to be left behind. But imagine if, and we teach, money, we do money workshops as well, but just an extra $250 a week in another stream of income coming in, put that aside, over 10 years, it compounds to over $165,000. So imagine, because I looked into this, I did some research, and I discovered that between the age of 54 and 75, women in that age group, which is prime retirement age group, right? Majority of women are retiring with $30,000 in their account, and that's it. And I don't know about you, but there's no way I'm going to be able to uphold my lifestyle and live a quality life when I'm that age. And that's only 14 years away from me, by the way.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, like I definitely want more than $30,000 in my account to survive. I do. I want to still be having adventures and traveling and everything like that. So we have to start thinking smarter. We've got to get out of our own way, move our stupid, stubborn head, and be more open to ways of creating income. Now, with our company, we're not the only company out there doing this. There's thousands of companies you can join. You've got to find one that's in alignment with you. But what I love about this company is we are literally changing lives. We are changing the quality of someone's life. We are improving the family household health.
Yeah.
And we've had story after story after story of what this product has done for people. And Kelly Ray, who's on here still, hi Kel.
Hi Kel.
She's got an incredible product story, and now she's getting some of Australia's best bowlers into her program and changing their health. And it's these ripples. We get to create these ripples all around the world. So I love that as well. And guess what? You don't have to post a single thing on social media if you don't want to.
No.
You can just have conversations with people in the background There's different ways. You can hold markets. You can hold in-home parties if you want. You can run this business because that's what I love about it. It unleashes our creativity and we get to run it in a way that is congruent with our values.
Yeah.
We get to do what we call soul-centered sales, where we really take care of people. And if it makes sense to people, great, they jump on board. If it doesn't, no harm done. At least now they're educated to what's available in the marketplace.
Yeah.
So I love that. All right, closing comments, Anna. What's one of the best things about what we do?
Ooh.
Apart from hanging out with Christine
So
Drummond.
I would have put that down. Yeah, I don't know. You know what?
By the way,
so
I
many.
can't believe you didn't mention me in your speech on stage. She got up on stage and spoke in front of thousands. Didn't even get a mention. Not
I said
one
those
mention.
people back home. You were part of that. There was too
Wasn't
many.
enough, wasn't
I
enough.
can't. What? You can't. I love you all.
Someone did mention me, actually.
Oh.
Even Fee. Fee, you didn't mention me either.
Oh, that's. Wow, you should be more mad at her. You've been friends with her for longer. Best part, there's so many good things about this business. I think that I've been able to dream again, that I feel calm. Like I don't feel stress every day because of it. And honestly, like I know some people will be like, oh my gosh, Anna goes to Queensland quite a bit. And how could I do that? But I love that part. I love that this business gives me a reason to travel and kind of tap into my gypsy. Somebody told me the other week, I was talking about kind of the travels that I've done, and they're like, you're a bit of a gypsy. And I'm like, oh, I'm so not. Like I'm mom of two, sitting in Albury, like not doing much. But I do have that like adventure, travel in my veins. And probably the best part is that I've been able to find adventure in our life. I've been able to show my girls that it's okay if I leave and go have some fun and go learn for a few days, and tap into me. It's okay to take care of me. Maybe that's the biggest thing. It's okay to take care of me and put some emphasis on me first. Hey,
I love that. I love that you said that, because I was about to say, like, the thing that I love most is I'm fucking happy. I'm happy. Sorry
That
for the
too.
F-bomb.
Yeah,
Mum, if
she
you're
was
still
going
tuning
to.
in.
Oh my gosh, Wendy.
We'll beep that out when we edit it. But I am. I'm so freaking happy.
Yeah.
And people have the opportunity to be happy, and we can allow ourselves. But, you know, and I think before coming into this profession, I was one of those people that if I allowed myself to be happy, what's going to happen to take that away? I was always looking for the thing to come around the corner that was going to steal that happiness. So I robbed myself of joy, because I didn't want to be exposed. I didn't want to have my heart, my emotions exposed. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so for me, I've let go of all that, and I just freaking live in my power every day.
Yeah.
It lights me up. I feel pulled by purpose.
Yes.
Like, how many people out there can say they truly love what they do and they're pulled by purpose? And I'm excited about the future, because I think it's like 3% of the population knows about our amazing whole food products. But I'm excited about all the people yet to come into our tribe and our community, and helping women find their voice. Like, it's so beautiful to watch women go from feeling lost and low confidence and low self-esteem and no self-love to all of a sudden jumping on stage and sharing their story and standing in their feminine essence and their power and finding their voice again, and then going, you know what, I want to be the example for my kids. I want this to be generational. I want to leave a legacy. Like, that's what lights me up. I've got goosebumps. But I think that's the most exciting part, is that women raising other women, you know, and I see myself as a lighthouse. I really do. And what happens? Like, a lighthouse has to show up first. A lighthouse has to shine its light before all the boats arrive. Like, sometimes you have to be the light. You have to take the first step and be the example, so that other people then have permission to do the same, because a lot of women are sitting there and they're suffering in silence. We heard a lot of, you know, women in domestic violent relationships on the weekend share their stories. We heard a lot of single mum stories. You know, women who like started the business simply to buy a toaster. That's how broke they were. Women who started the business like Fee, she just wanted a Thermomix. You know, she started because she wanted a Thermomix. Some women start because they want to put their children through private schools. So I don't know what the reason is for you. For me, it was that financial independence. I wanted to stop feeling like a loser. I wanted to contrip. I know it's not sexy, but I wanted to help pay the bills. Oh, what a great goal,
sexy.
Christine. You're a big dreamer.
You are a big dreamer. You got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
But I think there's so many. I was scared. My sister. I love you so much. There's so much fear and unknowing. I didn't know what network marketing was, truly.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I just knew that I didn't want to do it, and I had total judgment of people that did. Total judgment. But I would just say, if there's any part of you that yearns for something more, yearns for connection with people, would love to, take care of yourself first, would love a little extra income, would love anything that we've spoke about, just reach out and ask questions. And if it's not with us, reach out and ask questions, because we know a lot of other people in different companies and different things. We are literally like a lighthouse. We want to just help people find where they're happiest. And it may not be with us, but if you don't have asked the questions, you're never going to know. So don't sit in silence watching and thinking, what if? I thought, what if I invested 3.5 years later? I honestly investigated, is what I meant to say. But 3.5 years later, I wouldn't change. There's just nothing I would change. I'm so grateful, and I'm grateful for you and all,
for you.
And everybody, that is around us. So just don't be scared to ask questions. Nobody's roping you into anything. There's no expectations. It is just, we want to help people feel more excited about their day, about their life, and healthier. I've never felt, I'll be 41 in 2 months, and I feel like I'm not 41. I honestly think I'm 20 still. Can limbo. And going to, I'm luckily 40, so I can do lawn bowls. Thanks, Kelly. But I've never felt better. And I truly think, totally skeptical of our products. I'm I didn't get it. But when you don't ask questions, you will never know. And everybody needs more nutrients in their body, 100%. I've done lots of courses. Everybody does. So if you're sitting there thinking I'm doing amazing, I thought so too. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that.
We appreciate anybody that's hopped on today. Thanks for
for
joining
tuning in.
us. We'll be back.
Yeah, more lives coming.
More lives
We're going
coming.
to get back in the kitchen. People are missing our kitchen.
We're going to the kitchen soon.